Are we just too damn comfortable in our day-to-day lives? Are things too easy for us? Let's talk about that. Hey everybody, it's Mark, and we are back. And as you can see, I'm out in the woods. I'm at a local forest preserve here near home. I'm going to go for a trail run here in a little bit, but I wanted to talk about comfort and whether or not it is good for us or not. And this got me thinking about this when I started reading a book called The Comfort Crisis. The author is Michael Easter. I'll post a link to the book in the description below, and you can check it out if you want. But his basic premise of the book is that in today's world, the 21st century, we have everything built around us to make life as comfortable as possible, right? We've got internet, we have cars, we have air conditioning, we have DoorDash, we have Uber, we have all this stuff that literally, if you didn't want to, you probably wouldn't need to leave your house. You could work remotely, you could have your food delivered to you, you would never have to go outside and do anything. And while this has been great for increasing lifespan of people, all the technology and everything we've developed helps us live longer, the reality is we might not be living better. In other words, our health span is probably suffering. The amount of time that we have good health into life. And that's really the goal. That's the goal of this channel, is to really help you have a healthier and more vital life longer into life. In other words, a better health span as opposed to just pure lifespan. So The Comfort Crisis is an interesting book because it proposes that we do things in our daily lives to kind of break that cycle of comfort. So obviously things like physical activity, getting out and pushing our bodies and our minds as a result. So things like doing hard work, going out and exercising, but also doing it in a way that is maybe a little different than just going to the gym and hopping on the treadmill for 20 minutes. So things like going out into nature for extended periods, camping, backpacking, that type of thing. I've done a little bit of that in my life, and I've definitely got some benefits from it. I'd like to do more of it, so that's one of the things I want to do moving forward. But just the idea that we become so comfortable that it's affecting our health and our connection with those around us. And that got me thinking a little bit, and just wanting to talk about that within the context of where I see the channel Life Maximus going. Because I think really the tagline is, and I might have mentioned it in a video or two, is not just to live life, right, but to live life better. In other words, to have a better life, not just exist, but to thrive. And I think if we really want to thrive and have our best life possible, we need to think about becoming comfortable with being uncomfortable. In other words, we should be thinking about doing some harder things on a more regular basis. Things that are maybe that challenge our bodies and our brains to kind of push the limits a little bit. Whether that means going from zero activity, that a lot of people do, they don't do any physical activity, to going from zero activity to being able to go for a 5-mile hike in the woods, or to run a 5K, or to walk a 5K. Whatever it is, whatever level we're starting at, I think we need to think about what we can do to push ourselves to another level. Become a little bit uncomfortable, get used to being uncomfortable, and learn to thrive on being a little bit uncomfortable. So think about things maybe in your life that you could do to make things a little harder, to decrease that level of comfort. Maybe something as simple as starting an exercise program. And instead of doing it, just on the treadmill in your basement or in the gym every day, Go outside, go out in the weather, go out in nature and exercise there. That is a fantastic way to kind of disconnect from our ever-connected society and just be in nature, which I found over my years is very, very helpful. Another thing to think about is to build strength, and how building strength can help us obviously be more durable throughout our life, but it also helps us just get through life better. So things like that. Find things that you're either currently doing or want to do, and try to do them in a way that is a little challenging. Not just a given that you'll be able to complete that task or that workout. Push yourself a little bit within reasonable bounds. You don't want to kill yourself, but you do want to push yourself a little bit. And I think that's really the main thing, is take time to do things a little bit out of the ordinary default mode, which in today's world is just make it as easy as possible, as quick as possible. Do things to kind of separate yourself from online connected 24/7. So maybe just going out for a run without your phone or your earbuds, and just be out and listen to what's going on and be with yourself instead of having a podcast or music in your ear. Go out and do that. That's a challenge for a lot of people. I'm one of the few people that I know of that works out or goes outside and runs without earbuds. Seems like a minor thing, but it's a big difference. If you run with earbuds or music, try doing the same thing without, and see how much more difficult it is. It probably is. It's just a little thing, but it makes a difference because it allows our brain to kind of connect with what's going on outside instead of being so self-absorbed. So think about that. That's what I'm going to try to focus on here on the channel over the next few months. Start focusing more on not just pure endurance and building fitness. That's going to be important, but also, hey, what are some things we can do to really help us disconnect on a semi-regular basis, and disconnect from our connected world and our comfortable world, and kind of reconnect with what got us to where we are now from an evolutionary standpoint. So that's the goal. This has kind of been a little philosophical video, but I hope you found it interesting. If you've been watching the channel for a while, welcome back. And if this is the first time you've seen me and you like what you see, you want more, go ahead and click that subscribe button. Become part of the community, and go ahead and give us a thumbs up. That's a great way to share Life Maximus and what we're doing with all the other people out there on YouTube, and bring more people in. Leave a comment down below as well. What do you do to kind of make things a little more difficult for you? Do you consciously seek out things that are a little more difficult or a little uncomfortable with the goal of helping you become better down the road? Let us know in the comments. I'd be interested to hear what each of you are doing, if anything, to kind of make your life a little more intentionally difficult, and with the goal of improving yourself later on. Okay, that's it for now. I'm going to go ahead and get going on my trail run up and down the hills here of northeastern Georgia, and hope everybody's doing well. And until next time, be well.